has its own story. This significant event is not only important to the Regional Development Council as the highest policy-making body in the region, and to the National Economic and Development Authority as the Secretariat of the RDC, but it is very crucial in coordinating development initiatives in the region as both the RDC and Neda becomes more accessible to its stakeholders.
Excited and at the same time nervous because this is the biggest so far activity that was mounted by the Regional Development Council in all its 14 years of existence in Caraga region. Nung malaman namin na ganon, ay kinulit namin si Mayor Amante. Mayor, donate mo na lang sa RDC yung lote. Total wala na pala ang BSP. No? So, in June, the mayor committed, and finally, after so many paperworks, it turned over uli, isinuli ng BSP yung lote to the city, and then the city graciously decided to divide the lot between RDC and the Bureau of Treasury. So dito kami ngayon sa kalahati, yung sa kalahati naman ay ang Bureau of Treasury. This will be dalawa yung ating stalwarts dito ng administration, si Mayor Amante also, no. So hopefully this will be legacy ng administration through Mayor Amante and of course through Governor Matugas. So thank you for coming, and the regular members and the other non-voting members of the RDC, we are inviting you to attend the RDC Full Council meeting immediately after this, and then we will have the party after the fellowship. We call it fellowship for the RDC. That is also the first time that we will have a fellowship with the RDC, no. Matagal na tayo hindi nag-fellowship, siguro mga 8 years na siguro hindi nag-fellowship, no. And Mayor Amante graciously sent his band. So may live band tayo. So prepare your dancing shoes.
Yung singer kasama.
May singer, yes. Ayan na singer, no, katabi ko. So yun lamang po, at maraming salamat. We hope to see you again in the actual groundbreaking, hopefully early next year. Thank you po.
That we call in the person who is instrumental in making this one big dream come true. We would like to hear also his thoughts as he lets go of one resource of the city government in favor of regional development. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the young, dynamic, and the big man of Butuan City, the Honorable Mayor Ferdinand Amante Jr.
To our RDC Chair, Honorable Governor Sol Matugas, to Congressman Lalo Matugas, Congressman Debs Iliana, Director Santiago Chinco, to the other officers and directors of the different line agencies, to Honorable Ramon Carampatana, who's representing the Vice Mayor of the Sangguniang Panglungsod, fellow public servants, good morning. Magdiyaw nga inaat. This is a prime lot because over the years, dito muna siguro medyo kabugangan, but now it has become a business district. And it is a prized possession of Butuan City. And I would like to manifest that this was not easy for the city government to part with it. I had to make some elbow twisting just so we'll have the cooperation of everyone. But that's how it is. Give until it hurts. Diba? And this giving should be the message, I think, timely for Christmas season, when you have to give something that is not excess, that is not unused, but something that is priceless and precious, no? So, diba? But on the other hand, looking at the possible thing that will happen here, we have not really lost a lot, but we have gained a building and we have gained On the other half, siguro will rise the Bureau of Treasury, the source of our funds. On the other half, the source of development. So it is actually a good investment for Butuan City and for the whole region of Caraga. Butuan City being the regional center, we really work hard, Ma'am Sol, to help you in your plans and visions to drive Butuan and Caraga region to where it should be. I think everyone must have known by now that Region 13 or Caraga has posted the highest GDP of 9.6%, far higher than any region in the Philippines. And if we keep our resources and efforts together and work harder, we can even surpass that level and deliver another high GDP by this year and the years to come. So thank you very much, and God bless us all in all our efforts.
It takes two to tango. The donation would not have been possible if not for her intercession and her determination to acquire a lot for the RDC. She was very persistent in following up and in making kulit to the good Mayor Amante. She started everything actually, no? And that's why Mayor Amante couldn't refuse her. We would say she is not just a proactive chairperson of the RDC, but sinabi na ni Ma'am kanina, she is so indefatigable. For her acceptance speech, please welcome the beautiful Governor of Surigao del Norte, and we are proud to say that our very own Regional Development Council Chairperson, Gov. Sol Matugas, for her acceptance speech.
Thank you, Coco. Thank you very much. The honorable members of the advisory committee, the congressmen of Caraga region, we have here Congresswoman Babes Miliana. Thank you, Babe. Of course, my dearest partner, Congressman Lalo Matugas. Those who are still coming over, may I acknowledge the honorable provincial governors and the representatives today, the representative of Governor Johnny Pimentel, planning officer, the municipal mayor, city mayors, the municipal mayors, our media partners, our dynamic regional directors, my family in Surigao, the Barangay board members who are here today, board member Castrensi, board member Morong, board member Mar, and board member Agundon. Thank you for joining me. And the Neda staff through Director Sita, my another hardworking leader, together with the staff, Assistant Director Myra, Coco, and the rest of the Neda family. And I'd like to make this time a special recognition and salute to the star of the show, the big man of Butuan City, Honorable June Amante. Thank you very much for giving us something that you really treasure so much. You don't give things that you don't value. In life, you give things that of value to each and every one. And this is the prized possession that you give away today. So thank you so much for making this beautiful day a memorable occasion. We are sowing the seeds of greatness today. And it takes one good man to realize that Neda should have a home. For such a long time of leasing, renting a space that perhaps have constricted the thinking process of the Neda officials because of the environment that does not contribute to good planning. So we thought of this very, very noble project. But it took us time to think and to strategize on how to convince the city mayor of Butuan. But he doesn't need hard effort because he knows very well that this is what we need in Caraga region. And so he responded with all his heart, with everything that he said. Okay, I'll give you the price lot in the heart of Butuan City. And so today, we mark this momentous event and the significant milestone in the history of the Regional Development Council's existence in Caraga region. And I'd like to thank the presence of media for witnessing this, the unfolding of this big event. To many, the RDC building is merely a physical structure. However, for us to have been strong partners in pursuing the totality of the region's development through our interventions, be it in policy making or in the implementation of programs and projects, or be it going through lengthy yet fruitful constructive debates during our RDC meetings, this day deserves to be a red letter day for all of us. The construction of the RDC building means that now we have a home where we can gather our thoughts, we can reflect on our decisions, and we can strategize much more of what needs to be done in the region. As chairperson of the Rdc in Caraga region, it is with deep gratitude that I accept the donation of the slot from the good and generous Mayor of Butuan City, Honorable Ferdinand Jun M. Amante Jr. Let's give a hand to Mayor Amante, and I'd like also to acknowledge the effort and the support of Honorable Lawrence Fortun, together with the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Panglungsod, for closely working with the mayor and to be able to help us realize our dream of having our own building. We will be expecting that the slot will soon be officially turned over to the RDC through the deed of donation. With this kind gesture, Mayor June understood the meaning of giving and letting go of this 1,000, or perhaps this 1,000 can be 2,000 in the days to come. Kaya basin gamay rapod. Tentatively set at 1,000. But who knows? When you sleep tonight, Mayor, you will say, kagamay rapod ng 1,000. Oh, let's sleep. So that many more can benefit from the structure that will be built on the site. The strategic location of the RDC building in Butuan City as the regional center of Caraga shall put us in a place where people can really benefit from the services. And for sure, the access would eventually benefit the other officials and constituents of Caraga region. Given today's development, there's still a lot to be done. I hope that the donation of the slot, together with the building perspective through the Department of Public Works and Highways with Director Versola, will serve as an inspiration for all of us to support this timely and great endeavor. I hope that today's activity will start the ball rolling. This is the first step of a journey to 1,000 miles. I was told that this building will cost 40 million. What's nothing to us here in RDC, because everyone is now in the net, just like fishing back. We only have 3 million, but I've got to spread the net all over, and you're caught by the net and the bag. And that 40 million is nothing to us, because the purpose is more important than the money. We can find the money. The money will not go to us, we go to the money. And today is the beginning of getting the money from Mayor June. Because this has to, just like a sandwich ba, ang palaman is not yet there. It's just the nut. There will be more. The best is yet to come, according to. So, I hope that today's activity will start the ball rolling. From here on, we would like to exert efforts to request the Department of Budget and Management to provide us with the funding for the building construction. And I hope that our friends from Congress will understand and will be with us in this journey towards greatness. So, sa una, we had that agreement. Maybe I think it's time for me to remind the promises we made when we had our audience with the honorable members of the advisory committee. But we don't set the amount goal. It's up to you to think of how much and the real amount that you can contribute to this edifice that would soon rise. This one has added value. This may be, before this one, this area here is not as busy as this. But the value added here is the beauty of the building. Because according to Sita, this is one of a kind that would showcase the state of the art in architecture, I think. So grabe yun na. I can just imagine the beauty of this area. We all need to work together to make this project possible. Let us be one in our vision and in our effort to build a better home for all of us. Thank you, Mayor. Mayor Tribe Increase. Ingon si Mayor, muda ako sa ta. And I wish you all the luck in the coming battle.
Ma'am Bebs Meliana, if you have some message for everybody. Message sa mga ingon ma'am, pero ang ingon ni Mayor is pledge down.
Good morning, Mayor, Mayor Amante, Governor Sol, of course my colleague, Congressman Lalo Matugas, the Rdc Director, and the regional directors here present, our new DOSD, and the DSWD, Caraga, and of course our DA, and to all the guests and friends, good morning. I did not expect to be asked to speak here, but I think I know why. I am trapped. I am in the net. Well, okay, I think it is important for the congressmen to cooperate and support the efforts of the hardworking, indefatigable governor. Not only because of that though, but because we know that the whole region, Caraga region needs it. No? We're not doing this for anyone, but for the whole Caraga. We should think that way. Dili ka magpulanon ba? Ija-ija ako. Sa bagat pulanon, ako kong inahan. But anyway, no man did that. We have to work together. And as it is now, we can see the fruits of our labor. The growth, the GDP of Caraga is 9.6 versus the national growth of 7% plus. So that's already, I think this is really very timely, the construction of the Rdc building. Di na lang ko magpataas pa, no? Malaman na. Kaya ato pa ko sa SOR. You know that my area, 5 of my municipalities have been devastated by Typhoon Pablo. Pero just to cut to the chase, we have to donate kong, ha? Kung onsay kan kong matugas, mahukoy ako. Akong buhay. So, di na lang kung magdugay mag-eksunan. Daghang salamat sa inyong pag-imbitar din, no? Amo ning obligasyon. This is our duty. So, I always remind my colleagues here to come when the governor invites, when the chairman invites us. So, mortal sin ko, no? So, daghang salamat kung maayong kontak sa tanan.
Salamat. Mayor John, thank you for the donation. Of course, my colleagues, Bibbs, my governor. So, sa tanan, no, mga regional directors are around and other officials. Laong man si Bibbs, just to give you a background, one time we were invited by the chairperson during our dialogues as the members of the advisory committee. I think it was in Manila, Solo Hotel. And during that time, there were, I think, 7 of us attended. And we were made to pledge because Director Seat was presenting that we will soon have our own RDC building. Si Congressman Romarate, hindi siya ka-attend karon because their sisters to be married today. Made a initial commitment, 5 million each. Kusus na. Then there are 8 of us, congressmen from the Caraga region. So, pat-pat. So, at 5 million each, that's already 40 million. So, pero we're asking for reconsideration. Now, it's election time next year. And, tingali, nagsabot pa kami na purunoy ko na ako proposal. I think the other congressmen will also follow. So, we made an agreement, only 3 million each from our so that's already 24 million. So, after election, if we will be re-elected. Anyway, Governor Sol going to get some funds from DBA. And the last time we had a meeting with Secretary Boots, Boots promised to give also, kung pilay ato ma-raise, then I think DBA will try, wala git na counterpart. So if we will be able to raise 24-25 million, hopefully DBA can also match this amount again. So may amo daw contribution, and we believe that this is also for the good of our region. So may problema sa mga congressmen, we are now united to support this construction of Rdc Neda. Daghang salamat.
Thank you very much kong ibungat gid ka kong Junamante and Governor Sol Matugas and Ma'am Sita, please, for the may I request ARD Myla to please read the text.
Republic of the Philippines Regional Development Council Caraga Region awards this plaque of appreciation to the city government of Butuan for its generous donation of a 1,000 square meter lot for the Rdc Neda building. But according to Governor, it's just minimum. Given the 6th day of December 2012 in Butuan City, Philippines, signed Governor Sol F. Matugas, Rdc Chairperson, and Governor Surigao del Norte. We also have another plaque, and this one is going to be awarded to Mayor Ferdinand M. Amante. The plaque of appreciation is awarded to the good mayor for facilitating the donation of a 1,000 square meter lot for the Rdc Neda building. Given this 6th day of December 2012 in Butuan City, Philippines, signed Governor Sol F. Matugas.
Rdc members to support. that when you affix your signature, you will be asked some amount for the construction. No worry, no worry. Stay put for the blessing and for the groundbreaking ceremony.
The Lord does not build the house in vain though its builders labor. Whenever we look to the interests of our neighbor or the community uncertain, we are in a sense God's own co-workers. Let us pray for His help to the celebration.
Wonderful how He builds upon it. For it's
In the name of Jesus the Lord. Amen.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, go!
Katotohanan ay ipaglaban. Tayo'y tumilos na tungo sa pagbabago. Para sa pagbabago. Ngayon na, ngayon na. Tungo sa pagbabago. Para sa pagbabago. Bayan ko ngayon na. Pagbabagong nais mo sa ating bayan, sa sarili mo'y dapat nang simulan. Dapat ipakita na kaya nating mabuhay na marangal, matapat, mapagmahal at mahusay. Tayo'y kumilos na tungo sa pagbabago. Para sa pagbabago. Ngayon na, ngayon na. Tungo sa pagbabago. Para sa pagbabago. Bayan ko ngayon na.
I'd like to thank and sincerely greet the members of the advisory committee, our dear congressmen who found time to be here today. Please welcome Congressman Pichay, Philip Pichay, of 73rd Rdc. We have also Congressman Manong Matugas of the 1st District of the province of Sonora. Let me also thank our gracious host, the Honorable Governor of the province of Agusan del Norte, Honorable Rdc Neda. He chose the best color of the year, sun-kissed orange. Thank you very much. Nangagwapo-gwapa kabi karon. And I've heard that today's fellowship is through the courtesy of our host with a live band to entertain us. Tunog ba? Of course. I would also like to acknowledge our benefactor for this morning's groundbreaking ceremony, the unfolding of the most beautiful structure for Neda Rdc in 2013, and the donor of that prize lot of the city that is costing 13,000 per square meter. Thank you, Mayor June Amante. That was such a wonderful gesture of concern, because Neda has been renting a space for the last 14 years. He was prepared. In fact, our host said, gusto ko na ako makita si Pablo. Ayaw lang mo yun. And we congratulate ourselves and thank God for that blessings He gave to us. Today, the good weather, your presence, and the security and safety of the Caraganos. I have two goals for today. First is to thank you for the wonderful times we've shared together. Your presence in every RDC meeting inspires me more to fulfill the role of steering the development of Caraga region. This responsibility poses a great challenge for me as a leader and as a Caraganan, that I have all of you who prove to be unwavering in your support. Thank you very much for joining me battle all the challenges we faced. Second, I enjoy you once again to be with me as we continue to improve the lives of our fellow Caraganans. This year is full of blessings. Besides the various accomplishments that we will present later, we capped this year, as I said, with the groundbreaking of the Rdc Neda this morning. More blessings are coming our way as a congressional district representatives pledged to help us build the Rdc Neda building. The festive season for the RDC is indeed overflowing with graces from God. As RDC members, it is only fitting that to reflect the blessings that we have received, let us give back to our constituents. I always believe that we are made to be instruments for the betterment of others, doing our mandated work with greater love, greater attention, and greater passion. And this season, you know, Sita said this is the first time that RDC has this fellowship. Yeah, but we need to have this kind of gathering because we're all serious. In all our past meetings, we buried our heads in planning, in discussion. Maybe today we move fast in the agenda. As you see, the agenda is quite long. But we must have to stop at 12:30 this PM because the bigger part of the time will be to rub elbows with everyone, to say hello, and wish everybody the best of the season. So thank you so much. And thanks again, Governor, for being kind to RDC, no? All the time. There will be another hosting in 2013. Yeah, I will. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Now, may I request our host to give his welcome message to the body. Governor?
Okay. Maayong buntag sa atong tanan. Kudos to the local chief executives, most especially sa atong RDC Chair, Governor Sol Matugas, Mayor Chulamante, sa atong representatives who are here, Congressman Matugas and Congressman Pichay, sa atong regional directors of the national line agencies, those that are present and those that are represented, and our partners from the private sectors for a well-steered Caraga for the year 2012. We have all the reasons to celebrate. That's why we're having a parade later, because of the success of Caraga. Per RDC's data, our region registered a 9.6% GRDP growth. I think this is true because it's a former head of the deck who is steering our RDC now. Highest among all the regions nationwide. Yeah. It is with great pride and confidence declare that indeed we are triumphant in leading Caraga to where it is now today. I also would like to congratulate our leaders for a job well done in dealing with Typhoon Pablo. You know, before proceeding any further, I really would like to congratulate also the line agencies, the local chief executives, for the vigilance that they manifested and they showed during the preparation time. In fact, I will just mention some of the names. Director Valencia, if you're around, you text me na 24/7 you are ready to help the province. Director Formacion, you did not only text me, you called me. I think is she around? Wala. Yeah. She called me, go, we are ready to assist the province of Agusan del Norte and all the provinces for that matter. So, in fact, she was so worried, she asked me, are you ready to go? And go back, we are so ready up to the barangay level. The kind of preparation that we are having now that we did is so much that we will be disappointed if you will not come. So, iingat pa lang ko siya, ma'am, kung di ka mulihay ka ni si Pablo, kung pa lang po siya. Kaya sayang niya mong preparasyon may gibuhat. Pero joking aside, thank you, gawa mo rin tao na maigo. Kaya itanaw lang ang kumbal mo rin grabe-grabe yung ang damage na nabuhat. Pero, although damages were inevitable, but only on a minimal level. In fact, despite Pablo's strength, only 2 casualties were recorded in Surigao del Sur, the most affected province. 100 families were catered in different evacuation sites through our preemptive actions. And I think the preemptive actions were done by all provinces. You know, I think Pablo was so intimidated by our, what do you call this, by our preparation, especially the preparation done by Surigao del Norte, that he texted us. I don't know if the other local executives were able to receive the text. Ang text ni Pablo, ayaw na mo paganta para nako kay dili na lang mula hostia kay gikapoy na ko sa biyahe. Diretso na lang ko sa Pacific Ocean kay nag-reunion among clan ang tornado clan. Gipaabot din ako dito kay ako'y MC. Balihog na lang pag-ingon sa ilang tanan diha ang regards po. Nang regards po akong inahan si Typhoon Nitang. Bisa daw po niya kay 1984 pa siya nag-anak. So anyway, my friends, maybe this is a joke or maybe this is not really Pablo, but it shows if we are prepared, no, anything can happen, but we can mitigate the effects and the devastation of a typhoon. Proceeding further, we have concretized the blueprints enshrined in our RDC plan. Our fundamentals are paying off in huge leaps in terms of establishing sustained development. Our theme, celebrating the gains as we pursue excellence in 2030, is both an inspiration and challenge for us. It gives us inspiration knowing very well that we have done our part as leaders, and at the same time, we are all challenged to boost what we have started. We are called upon to be more innovative to reach another milestone for the years to come. We have all the reasons to be jubilant on this occasion. The figures laid down manifest an unprecedented rise in our economy. With the direction we are tracking, we will be able to sustain this momentum of success and make Caraga a premier region. Welcome and a pleasant day to all.